thought one of the coolest, best moments so far of the 4 episodes, and what I assume will be of the 10 episodes, is the obvious, consistent, modern hatred that Michael still has specifically for Isiah. Because Isiah was the ringmaster. He was the leader of all things Bad Boy Pistons. And the fact that that Bulls team had 3 years to have to sit back and take it from the Pistons, who tackled them and body blasted them and hacked Jordan, knocked him to the floor and played with dirty tactics. The fact that he had to swallow that for 3 years and lose in a Game 7, and then finally when they do it, for Isiah to lead basically a walk-off, a protest, if you will, before the game was over. The fact that Michael called him an a-hole last night and had no patience for Isaiah's mealy mouth, oh, well, if we, in hindsight, or that's the way things happened back then. I was so happy Michael still had that salt, because that is still one of the most pathetic sports moments ever, are the Bad Boy Pistons walking off, and that video that lives in infamy of Isiah hunched shoulders, ducking behind Lambeer and James Edwards so that apparently he can kind of hide from the Bulls bench, sheepishly kind of running into the locker room, is still such a pathetic sports moment. I loved seeing Michael call him out for it last night.
It's refreshing that Michael Jordan could still hold that much resentment as well. And, there's a lot of people, and I think this goes for a lot of things in society where you're like, oh, there's no room for hate in the heart. There's no room for hate in the heart. You know what? Screw that. There's room for healthy hatred. And what Michael Jordan has for Isiah Thomas is healthy hatred all these years later. It's okay to have villains in life that you can't stand. Look, we all should look out for each other, but ultimately they're going to be people you don't like for good reason. And Michael Jordan doesn't like Isiah Thomas for good reason. And the fact that you had that shot with the director and he's telling him, I don't care what Isiah had to say. I don't care at all. You could show me it. Okay, whatever. And then he reluctantly watches it and still has no time for that BS. All these years later, to me, is as awesome a moment as could be in a documentary. I loved it. I giggled. I couldn't enjoy it more.
It was my favorite part so far of the 4 episodes, was that kind of flashpoint that Michael still has the hate. He doesn't want to hear from Isiah. And, oh, by the way, Isiah, great player. Hall of Fame, great player. They went to 3 consecutive NBA Finals. They nearly won 3 straight championships. But Isiah has always been such an untrustworthy kind of backstabbing, undercut type of guy. He's a weasel.